self-worthiness comes directly through tafakkur, contemplation on names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the one name that I'm going to give you as a food for thought is Khalaq. He created all of us, including you. If you ever doubted yourself, if you ever thought that you are less, if you ever placed your value on what you do, how you look, what other people thinking of you, park it on the side. Park it on the side. All right? Because what I'm going to present to you is a different paradigm. He created you in a perfect manner. He gave you the perfect form. He elevated you. He elevated you from among other creatures. You are the Khalifa on this earth. You have a purpose to carry on the legacy of this dunya. And that is by worshipping. Worshipping is not only praying. Worshipping is to believe he wants the best from you, and the best for you. Therefore, he gives you instructions in what? In Quran and in Sunnah. So, my last invitation from this series of self-esteem is to contemplate on one of the people from the tribe of Musa alayhi salam, and that is Qarun himself. He had been also elevated by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in terms of what? In terms of the risk that he received. He was probably the richest man just after the Prophet Sulaiman. And the difference between Prophet Sulaiman and Qarun is that Prophet Sulaiman, he was not showing off with his wealth. He used this wealth, he used this risk, he used those blessings for what? For connecting to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He was using those moments for gratitude. Now, in terms of Qarun, he was using it for riyah, for show off. You know, he was growing in arrogance in his heart. So his clothes, they were disproportionate to his size. His attitude was disproportionate to his skills, because you know, you can work really hard, or even you can work really smart, but we know that your risk will come to you in due proportion. You just need to make a step, even you overwork yourself or you underwork yourself, right? The risk will come your way. Nothing will actually, you know, escape your qadr. Now, Qarun, he didn't understood that. Sulaiman was making dua to increase his risks for the sake of worshipping. Qarun, he missed that point. So the punishment for him was that the earth opened and swallowed him. All right. So don't be a person of that caliber. Work on your akhlaq, work on your skills. Remember those moments in your life when you had opportunities to sort of mature or grow in wisdom, increase your skill set, right? Remember those opportunities and think about them as a blessing from Allah, because he truly wants the best from you and who you are today. It's never the case that you are to leave this dunya as you are. He wants the best from you, so he gives you platforms. He gives you platforms, subhanahu wa ta'ala, to grow in what? In self-esteem. Now, I want you to stop now and think about the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is going to inspire you in terms of remembering that you are worthy. If you don't have books about names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you're missing out. Those names are there to connect. You have to relive those names. So, you know, this is just one of the positions. You probably have yours, but I'm just raising it for you who, for those people whose library is empty in those inspirations. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, inshallah, I'm going to finish and invite you in for Q&A.